Here's a quick update from me at eMiniWizard.com. We're in the funnel right now. We've had a very ferocious bounce off the bottom. We've had three strong bounces. Here's your first, here's your second, and then the third that's running into the rain line one more time. And this is the fast chart, a reminder. We've got others behind it, but this is the first one I'm going to look at. And the funnel is between this blue line right here and that pink line. That's the battle going on right now. Obviously, I try to line up with the chart in play with numbers that I can believe in. I like that 41 area as the middle resistance. That's what we said 42 should be the resistance for that trade if it works. And then obviously matching that up with retesting the 31, which obviously needs to be retested from both sides. And this may go on for a while, not just a one-day wonder, but several days where this 1831 will be a key. This bar right here comes out nice and strong. The high of that bar is the angel. That's 1375, and you can see on that first retest that held, and we had said if you're re-entering, make sure you get paid, because this is a very large trade. This is not only an intraday trade, but the basis for several days posture. So if you scale this back, you really want to think that we could get a strong bounce coming from deeply oversold. No guarantees here, but certainly the primary battle now for the afternoon is the boys defending this low back in that 12 zone, original target of ours, overshooting that into that 7. The T1 area, obviously 2 times the IB if you use that calculation, and now this 1831 may become pivotal. And by that I mean anytime we have an important number, we're going to have a plus or minus area above it and below it that will do some range trading for a while. So currently my thought is the low is probably in for the day. Obviously the high is also in, I would assume, and we'll likely get some range trading for a while now. One of the levels that I also try to keep track of is the IB low, that 30 zone. So this was a really nice retest of that, pop, run stops on all the late shorts, eat back into the profits. And again, I'm thinking this bounce is part of a profit-taking bounce by the big boys. And I'm going to keep an eye on these different levels. This is the way I typically will look at the market. I want to see different levels, not just with moving averages, but without that too, just a little bit more pure with the numbers. And I use a spreadsheet for this, and I also keep track, obviously, of these levels on a chart. Very easy to do. And if you are afraid of spreadsheets, this is the easy way to do it. One thing I also want to look at is my RTH charts, and a quick glance here shows just how we held this angel and then bounced strongly and got above the blue line. The blue line is our slope line. So on the RTH charts, obviously different formation, and now we're starting to try to hold this. We still have the resistance up here at this pink line. Not clear we're going to get up there today, but certainly that's something I'll keep watching next day or so anyways. But the market really would like to, if we're going to stabilize and try to bounce, the market needs to hold these lines right in here typically to try to continue a bounce. So I'm going to watch this. This is our demon. This is our angel right here. This is the range trading range here. I'd say the best trades for today are already done. Those who are still pushing short side, you need to acknowledge we've come a long way. And this afternoon, anything that we get short side is probably a gift as the boys try to punch back and hit traders in the nose who are late Louis, basically. You know, we've had a great couple of days short. There's going to be more short side. I'm quite sure of that. But the question is, how much can they dig out today and try to push back a little bit? And I'm seeing that as profit taking. As usual, use stops, and you're not going to be right on every trade. Take a break Give yourself some time to mentally and physically relax and come back fresh. You need one good trade a day, and if you got the morning primary trade, typically lunch will get a bounce. You're already well in the chips, and now you're just looking for some gravy. Be well. This is E.